Okay. Hello, my name's Ethan Marcella, and today I'm showing the large project I worked with one other partner for, and this is using the graphics simulation visuals. And so, for this project, we made, you'll see in quite a bit, that we made a project that's based on you have your little user flying back and forth, and we have enemies up above, and the user shoots bullets and shoots down the enemies. Now, so I could do a quick run right now and show you how it looks. So we have an intro screen, click to start, move with the arrow keys and space to shoot. And so now I can hit anything else and it won't work. So I can hit my left mouse button. And then we have our little alien robot spaceship here. And a bunch of planes up above. Now, this took a while to just even get to this part, but you have your gun shooting and whatnot. And there you can set a value for how many times that these planes can get hit until you win the game, which right now it just simply closes out of the game. But if I were to fly up here and get hit, it will also stop the game. And so what I could do is I could shoot. And one thing I would like to implement later, which would be interesting to figure out, is to prevent holding down spacebar. I have no idea how to implement a sleep command without just sleeping the whole program, but that would be a good thing to learn. And so, yeah, this uses spacebar, arrow keys, and mouse input. Altered some of the code so then it would accept, the rectangles would accept strings, and it used a bunch of unique pointers and vectors for the bullets and whatnot. One interesting thing that I did get down was, let's see if I can find it. Yep. So when your bullets, originally, they would spam out and just move in one direction constantly for the timers. But I was able to implement this bullet erase method. So then it would, anytime one of the bullets reaches past -10 in this case, so off the screen, it will erase it and remove it. And that really reduced the amount of lag from the bullets, because once you get to a large amount, your CPU starts to jump pretty high. And yeah, it's a pretty basic, nice working program. For the enemies, let's see. We created an enemy timer. This is simply them moving and wrapping around the screen. I think what we could do if we had more time is implement the enemies similar to the bullets in a random orientation. The issue is just whenever an enemy is hit, to remove it from the vector. This is very easy to do, but it can get messy, you know. And yeah, we have a bunch of explanation code, keyboard inputs, an intro display, spacebar, bullet size, pushing them back to the vector. In our original display, draws your enemies, your bullets, and the user itself. And then we have all the code hidden in here for the user, and the enemy for in a different one here. And we altered some of this rectangle code to be able to accept a string, which would be, so we added in this feature here, stuff. So then whenever it draws, it will also consider the string values. And so that we had to go into rectangle and add in some code here. Set string and add in a couple different new methods. And yeah, that's pretty much, I think that covers most of our topics. I mean, for overall, personally felt like we did most, if not all, of the requirements. Here we go. One C++ class audit, yep. 2 keyboard listeners. I didn't know if arrow keys would just count as 1 or if that counts as 4. But either way, arrow keys and a spacebar. And mouse for starting off. And we had 2 timer functions. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you so much and have a good rest of your day.